Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. The spirits are in good humor, hooray. I have a number of things I would like to do today. For one, at the end of the previous episode, we witnessed something crazy with Alex's dog. So I want to go over there and try to check that out. Got some basic mail. Just your everyday things that come in the mailbox. Let's do plus one ore, sure. And right, I can start getting iridium ore every day. That's right. So I am interested in trying to work my way towards perfection, I think, but I don't have a good sense of how much further there is to go, and part of it is because of the fact I just bought a bunch of recipes recently from Robin for a bunch of things I need to craft, but it occurs to me there's a bunch of other recipes that I think I still need to purchase, and so one of the things I want to do today is to try to purchase the other recipes, and that'll give me a clearer sense of how much work still lies ahead of me, because I'm still rather unclear about that. It has also been a number of days since I last played. I injured my hand doing some work outdoors, and so I've been giving my hands a few days to rest, and I think they'll do okay today now. But we'll see how that goes, but let's remind me what I'm up to. I have lots of cauliflowers going for a crop order. That one's easy enough. That one's going to kind of solve itself. And I still needed 38,000 more money, and it seems like I have the wheat flour so I can create a bunch of bread in order to get that done. So maybe while I'm thinking about it, let's just pop into the kitchen and craft up a ton of bread. And this one will hopefully solve itself. Oops. Almost clicked on sashimi. And just in case I still need some... Actually, let's see how much money this is. That's only 28,000. That's only 30,000 from that. And I needed 38,000, so I still have to come up with 8,000 more cooking recipes to sell to finish this off. How many days do I have left on that? I still have 9 days, though. So I'm not in a rush. So I can think about that a little bit more a little bit later in the day. Okay, I see that there's a number of places that we have some preserves jars ready to go. So to start things off, let's just walk around and see what other row we have ready to go. I see some rice that I should tend to. I thought I could tend to this. I'm never good at telling when the rice is done, and apparently that is not yet done. Also, how are we doing? We probably need a bunch of hay since the beginning of spring again. So I'll grab some of that while it's available. And I do have a lot more places that I could plant things. I guess I had all my cauliflowers here, and if I wanted to plant more during the springtime, I could. So I'll definitely consider that. And inside, I think I'm up to the point to where I'm only going to maybe try to harvest the greenhouse, like, at the beginning of every episode. And it's been harvested relatively recently, it looks like, in here. And so maybe I'll just skip the greenhouse during this episode. Because it's not that often that the ancient fruit grow, and that's basically where all of the profit's going to be coming out of. And for now, it was also the case that I was trying not to really earn money, and instead I was storing away, except for I can't store things in here. I need another chest, or a larger chest, to put all of this stuff in. So yeah, let's just switch it to a larger chest. Let's make a big chest really quick. And the recipe for that is 2 copper bars and some wood. That is not a problem. I have plenty of these. And yeah, I just don't want my money to grow too much, because I don't want to risk losing it during some kind of cave dive or any kind of crazy thing. But yeah, I'm just going to start dumping a bunch of stuff in here that eventually I could sell. Do I need to carry a chest around with me at all? I can't think of a reason that I need one, but I'll hold on to it in case I do come up with such a reason in the near future. Alright, and somehow I have some dandelions on me. And they can live in here. Great. Okay, so the places that I need to go in order to purchase recipes. Robin's, I'm not sure if her stock switches up every day so that there might be more recipes if I go and visit again today. So I do want to check that out. But it's also the case that, and I don't know if I need my Omni Geodes for this, or if I might need Iridium bars or something else. There's some recipes that you can purchase at the desert as well. Let's pop over to the desert since we have a convenient teleporty thingy-mahoos it here. And just go visit the desert trader. I should also visit Sandy to see if she has any recipes for sale. But in terms of recipes, this one costs 10 Iridium bars. That's a recipe. And that appears to be the only recipe that you have for sale here. Do I need any more artifact troves? Did I finish all my artifacts? It seems to me I might have, that may be the only collection I've finished, right? Because I'm still trying to fish up that one fish, which I can get off Ginger Island. And I still have a number of things I need to... Well, those are going to come later on. And that, right, the ostrich egg that I have to get from Ginger Island. And then cooking recipes. We can work on that a bit today. I have a feeling this one involves pineapples, because we have one that involves mango, we have one that involves ginger, and we have one that involves taro roots. I guess that one has some pineapple in it too. But I'm thinking that one might be a, since it wasn't a Queen of Sauce book thing, I'm thinking that one might be from a quest that we get for the island one of these days. So just trying to think about what I need in order to finish off each of these collections. While we're here, we'll visit Sandy to see if she sells any recipes, and also just to say hello. Hello! Did I sound professional? You certainly did. Make sure to check out our seasonal seed selection. In terms of spring, rhubarb? I was like super short on rhubarb at one point. Why don't I grab 10 of those just to get them planted? But do you have any recipes? And I know that this also... Oh, you can get wall sconces. These could be nice to add some extra lighting into the house. Let me just buy a couple of them to see what they're like. At some point, I do want to experiment with the furniture catalog, which I don't mind gifting myself for free. But I still haven't done that. I'd probably do a bit of that, like looking around like offline on my own, just trying to get a sense if there's some other furniture, because I'd like to do some house decoration at some point. But it's not a very high priority for me right now. And just remind me what kind of things live in this chest right now. Do I need to go to the beach for any reason? Are there any recipes at Willie's? It's possible that there are. Let's go check that out. I don't remember if Willie has any recipes for sale in the shop. And to get things started today, just kind of want to bounce around and purchase some things. I'll be by Krobus in the sewer, and I'm pretty certain he has at least one recipe. Willie is not here today because it's Saturday. Was this always here? Above the doorway? I don't remember. And remind me, I've never walked over here, I don't think. But you can change your bobber style that appears on your fishing pole. And the other things over here, there's nothing for sale here. Alright. There are places that you don't typically need to go in the game that I'm not all that familiar with, because I don't typically go there. While we're here, those are some specific baits. I would not mind cleaning up some of the inventory that's over here. It's okay to leave these things here in case I ever need to do some fishing in the ocean again. And even with all the technology in the world, nothing really beats having a real human friend. Thanks, character I am talking to in a video game. That's some real perspective at the meta level or something. Oh, I can't pick this stuff up. I'm too full. Where am I going next? I actually wanted to go by the sewer, but if there is anything to buy, I need to get some things out of my inventory, so let's pop up here really quick, where I can discard some things for some money. Let's get rid of that and that and that. I think I might actually be out of carp, and so let's not throw the carp away. Okay, I freed up a few inventory slots, we're fine. But let's waltz slowly over to Krobus and see if he has recipes for sale I have not yet purchased. And then I want to go by Robin and the dwarf, and Key also has some recipes for sale in the coconut room, but those are going to require gems that I might not have. I just realized my gold total right now is 393939, which is, I guess, divisible by 10101 and 39. I was thinking it was divisible by 111, but it's not, I don't think. I'll never know what it's like to be human, but talking to you, I feel like I understand it a little. Okay. You either don't sell a recipe or I've already purchased it. Part of perfection is getting all the star drops, except for I don't expect to get all the star drops because that involves getting married, which I don't intend to do right now. So I don't even think I'll spend the money on the star drop because I don't need it. And there's other ways to get around the perfection limitations or whatever, even if you don't do everything that you could do in the game, because there's that one guy in the cave on the island who sells perfection waivers, and so you could trade in money to get a few extra % towards perfection, which I do plan to do at some point, I think. Okay, so the next place we are going is up to Robin and the dwarf, and I think the fastest way there is just to use the minecarts. Let's rob a garbage can for funsies. And so, Mr. Dwarf, do you sell any recipes? It's dangerous. Bring some stuff from here to ensure your safety. Big stone chest. There's a big stone chest. I bet you that looks terrific. I might want to build some of those. Any other recipes here? And the rare crow. Have I purchased this one? Because I think if you collect all 8 of them, you get like something. Weathered floor recipe. Okay, here's another recipe. Great. It only costs 2,500. Let me go ahead and purchase one. And that will ensure that I have that rare co. And we can try to get all 8 at some point as well. Okay, so then I wanted to go by Robin's and see. I thought I bought out her recipes. Oh, it's the prismatic butterfly. We just got a money bonus. Huzzah. How would you like to have a wild horseradish, Linus? That's a good find. Alright. Robin should be here. Do you have any other recipes for sale now that it's a different day of the week? And it doesn't look like it. I don't think I need another mini fridge. Just trying to decide if there's anything else that might be useful to me. I don't think so. Okay, so then other than Key's recipes, which cost key gems that I don't... Do I have any key gems right now? I have 5. That I won't be able to get for until there's another one of our key quests finishing up. I don't think there's anything else I need to do there. It's early enough in the day that if I just want to finish off this current key quest with Key's Cuisine of shipping freshly cooked items, I needed like 8,000, which was like a quarter of what I had. So if I grab like 100 more wheat for bread, that'll just about finish it. So I think I'll do that just so I can mentally get it off my plate. Fish 3 catfish. I don't plan to do that. So we'll skip that one. And is there anything else from the springtime that I think I want to plant? I think not right now. Do I not have inventory space? Apparently I do not. Are there things that I could sell to you? I could sell you this delicious pineapple. There we go. And then grab 100 of these. Let's grab 105. And turn them into bread. And hopefully we'll finish off Key's quest. And then I should go to the desert. If I plan to harvest the farm once an episode, I should also try to, or the desert, to Ginger Island. Harvest the farm over there on the first day of each episode, I think. But one thing at a time. Let's make another N bread. Where N apparently is 105. And ship those. And then hopefully tonight, that'll finish up that quest. Let me take a moment to manage my inventory and just get some of this stuff put away. And then I got 10 rhubarb seeds that I wanted to go ahead and plant while we had some spare space on the farm here in the springtime. And also, these things are ready. Let's get some more mystic sap. It's good stuff. Let's also just throw out the, place down the rare crow somewhere, just to get it out of my inventory. Sure, there. Terrific. Then let's head over to Ginger Island and check out the farmland over here. And here's the folks enjoying the resort. Where's everybody else? There they are. Oh, there's actually 5 people here. I didn't know that 5 people could come at a time. Abigail, Maru, Alex, Jody. Is this Jody in a bathing suit? Yeah. The view is breathtaking. Deep blue as far as the eye can see. And Elliot. It's fun to see people in a variety of different costumes or outfits or whatever. Okay, so first day of the episode, we'll do some harvesting here. I'm going to leave the taro roots in the ground, but we'll harvest up the pineapples and the ancient fruits. And I'm going to continue to just kind of like stockpile all this stuff. I think there is a quest that involves getting like a bunch of pineapples shipped in 14 or 28 days, and I feel like that's what's gonna give me the other recipe. I could be wrong. To get that done. And then while I'm here, we'll also pop over into keys and just get a sense of how many key gems I'm going to need in order to purchase the last of the recipes that he has on offer. Let's go ahead and start making some ancient fruit wine, since we got all this stuff ready to go. What is in my way here? Can't quite tell. But now it's not in my way anymore, so it's all good. Also, bananas. And then, are there any other things that I need or want to do on the island? I don't think so. I don't think so. I need to try out these sconces. I wanted to put them on my own house, but I guess I could try them out over here too. But first things first. So this is where I spend key gems. And what is a recipe that is here? That's a recipe. That's a recipe. Okay, there's 6 recipes, I think. Oh my goodness. That one requires 40 gems. You can buy key gems for golden walnuts. And do I have 5 extra golden walnuts? Hold on. How many golden walnuts do I have? I have 14. Are there no other parrots to spend them on? And are there just extras? 14 makes me think I'm still missing one, but I got all 130, right? Let me just double check. Golden walnuts found. Where is that listed? 130 out of 130. Okay. So in that case, I might as well purchase all of the extra key gems that I can get with golden walnuts. That's not the best noise. It's a little high frequency. Okay, but now I'm up to 30. That's great. I could purchase magic bait, which requires radioactive ore, which I don't have access to just yet. Food starter grass. So in any case, that's going to require 40, 60, oh gosh, 90, no, 110, 160 key gems just to purchase the recipe. No, 180 just to purchase the recipes. And, you know, that said, I'm not sure that there's anything else. Appears missing stock list. I wonder what else he sells here and if there might be any recipes hidden behind that. Okay, so that involves doing a lot of key quests in order to unlock those recipes, but each one probably is just like, you know, like 0.1% in terms of like crafting the thing. So maybe I won't worry too much about those right now. And this board, I think, only refreshes. We're currently on this quest. I think only refreshes on Monday, just like the big board in town. So I don't need to think about that right now. Okay, so in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home, and We're going to try to craft as many things as I can, just using the resources I have on hand, of which there should be many. But while I'm here in this empty space, I did put some lights in here, so it's not completely dark. So let me try out these sconces at my house back at home. So, at the house, how do these work? I guess I hang them on the wall kind of like this. Yeah, that looks right. That has light already. Let's try putting one back there, and then we'll try to peek in here at nighttime to see how things look. Once again, I have a bit of stuff in my inventory, so let me get it out of there. And then looking through things I have not crafted. Quality retaining soil, 3 stone and 1 clay. I think I could pull that off. Shoo, I just barely had enough. Alright, quality retaining soil. I never made that. So we'll go ahead and make that. Let me go ahead and just like start putting stuff on this row for just things that I'm going to craft and then discard. So let's see. I've made those. I've made 114 bombs. That's actually more bombs than I would have guessed that I had crafted. Rain totem. I've never made a rain totem. Hardwood, truffle oil, and 5 pine tar. Right, I don't have the pine tar to do it, do I? Which means I could really use a tapper on a pine tree, and it seems to me I moved one recently, perhaps for exactly this purpose. So let's not worry about that right now. Dragon's tooth. I think they might be sitting at the desert. Let's not worry about crafting one of those right now. 4 iridium ore, plus hardwood and coconuts is needed for that. 4 iridium ore, hardwood, and a couple of coconuts, which I think I do have over here. Means that I can craft. It's 2 hardwood and 1 coconut. I got 1 hardwood and 2 coconuts. Craft this guy. Alright. I've crafted one of those, I've crafted one of those, and one of those, those. So what's the next thing I have not crafted? Tent kit. 10 hardwood, 25 fiber, and a cloth. Alright. So here is a tent kit crafted. Great. Statue, statue. Jack-o'-lantern, a pumpkin, and a torch. I don't think I have torches handy on me, but I definitely do have pumpkins. And I know how to craft a torch. I'm fairly certain. Torches, torches, torches. It involves sap, not coal. Okay. I don't know how to craft a torch. Clearly, I'm useless at this video game. Also, I had sap in my inventory and now it is gone. Does it live in here? Did I sell all my sap or something? What happened to my sap? I found the sap living over here. Okay, great. So let's make a torch, and then I should be able to make a jack-o'-lantern. Great. And that actually gives off light. A whimsical fall decoration. Can I place that indoors? Yes. Okay. It's about to turn nighttime, and we'll be able to see, just get a sense of how much light that actually gives off, I think. I'm curious to take a look at that. I have plenty of pumpkins. Gravel path takes 1 stone. Wood path takes 1 wood. I think we can pull those guys off as well. And I wouldn't mind building some pathways around the farm. And so it could be interesting to get a sense of what these guys look like. So there's a gravel path. There's a wooden path. I don't love either of those, but it's nice to see them. Now that it's dark, let's pop inside. This does not give off a whole lot of light. Doesn't feel like. And in order to pick it back up, do I need a tool? Yes. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that's giving off much light. Do I have any lights down here? I guess this room is automatically lit. It's just part of the house. And up in here, I placed some good lamps. I guess I could put the jack-o'-lantern in the corner over here. Yeah, it really doesn't give off much light at all. Alright, I don't think I'll craft more of those. Hello, kitty cat. Thank you for the chub. Good job, kitty. Huzzah. Another chub for me. Alright, what else needs to be crafted? I was going through here. Stone walkway floor. Stone 4. Crystal 4. And rustic plank 4. Okay, so once again, wood, stone, stone, refined quartz. Wood, refined quartz, stone, stone. And I should be able to craft those guys. Some of these look like they might be good. I'm just going to put them all on the ground over here right now, so I can kind of have them to look at. Oh! This came in sets of 5. Alright. Making a giant mess of this area. And yeah, they tile. Okay, so that's interesting too. Honestly, I don't know that I love any of these. Yeah, I don't think I love any of these. I think there are other flooring types available. I think I'm just going to ship all these guys. Because I don't really like any of them. And they won't be worth very much money, and so I don't care about the money, and I just need to clean out the clutter in my inventory. Am I ever going to use a tent kit? I have a couple of them, I think, stored away. And the warp totem might as well just stash away. Although, warp totem... Warp totem to the desert. The only use it could have is if I'm going to the desert from somewhere else, which means I'd need to carry it around in order to get there to something, something, something like. Most of these warp totems, I think there's no reason for me to ever have any of these anymore. I'll keep the farm totems because they're useful for getting back home, but from home I can get to all these places with the obelisks I've built. And I think I would just prefer to get rid of these things so I have more inventory space that's easier to access. Okay, back to things to make. Stepping stone path and crystal path. I think one of these might look good from what I recall. So let's see, I need one other one of these, another one of these. So stepping stone path and 5 crystal path. So the stepping stone path, yeah, crystal path, yeah, that one's actually not too great either. Alright, I'm only kind of taking a look at these for their aesthetics because of the fact that I need to craft them to get all these things crafted. But I will do, again, offline, some more looking at some other aesthetic things that I could try to make. Okay, I've crafted a bunch of these. Wild bait, I've never crafted it myself. 5 bug meat, 5 slime, and 10 fiber. Bug meat and slime are both in the monster chest. Linus taught me this recipe, and then I never actually made it myself. Although I have managed to get a bit of it out of fishing treasure chests, and so I have a bit of it stockpiled that I'll probably never use. Alright, but now that's been crafted. I made some challenge bait. That was pretty cool, actually. Magnet is made out of an iron bar. So is spinner. Dress spinner is also going to require some cloth. And the other one I've made. Okay, so iron bars and also some cloth. And I can make some of these guys. Great. I don't intend to ever use those guys again. But I think for some reason I had some other fishing. Yeah. Let's take all of my fishing-related things, of which I think it's basically just those, and move them over into this chest just so that they're all together somewhere. And that can go in there as well. Great. Okay. Alright, we're making a bunch of recipes. We're getting percentages towards perfection. I'm not sure how interesting this is to watch in terms of like YouTube content. Copper, iron, and gold for that. Gold for that. I've made one of those. Iron and refined quartz for those. Alright, so if I get these things in my inventory, then I should be able to craft these quickly. And I already made one of those, yeah. So then Oil of garlic. 10 garlic and an oil. Those I should probably have in the fridge. So here's an oil, and do I have 10 garlic? I have 5 garlic in here. Do I have more garlic in... I think that's a spring item. My spring chest. I only have 5 more, which means I'm going to need some garlic. Okay, great. More things to buy at Pierre's, I suppose. So we'll hold off on the oil of garlic. I'll leave the oil in my hotbar, so I try to remember to purchase more garlic seeds at Pierre's next time I'm there. And a life elixir takes 4 types of mushrooms. And I think I have all of those. Here's this one, this one, this one, and was it a chanterelle? Yes. All right, now I've crafted one of those. Restores health to full. That could be useful. Crab pots I've made. Iridium band I've made. Ring of Yoba. Gold, iron, diamond. Sturdy ring. Has a bunch of other things. Let's do one thing at a time. Gold, iron, and diamond make a ring of Yoba, which occasionally shields the wearer from damage. I don't see myself using that. Sturdy ring. 2 copper bars, bug meat, and slime. 2 copper bars. Bug meat and slime. Zing, zang, zoom, zizzle. Okay, and I think that's as much crafting as I can stomach for the moment. So let me clear my inventory back out. There's a lot of braziers that we got recipes for, as well as some other lighting kinds of things. I don't think it's interesting to watch me craft all of these things, but let me just try to do some of this on my own with the materials I have on hand, and then we can also inspect and see if any of these look good. Okay, I crafted a bunch of these lighting things and just kind of put them all out here, just to get a look and kind of get a feel for how they look. And none of them super speak to me, but it's nice. I'm going to leave them there for now, just to kind of have the variety available to me. But at this point, we've crafted a good portion of the things in my recipe list. There's still a few more things that I can craft, but we can worry about that another day. I think I'll go ahead and call it an in-game day for now. And then I want to check on the perfection board and just get a sense of how much progress I have made on the recipe aspect of it. We can also see if we've gotten enough key gems that we can actually buy something, assuming, I guess I didn't quite finish that quest because I didn't get a notification about it, maybe? I am just short. Freshly cooked items. So there are other things that I could freshly cook that would just be worth like 700 money? Very probably. How many omelets could I make? I could make a bunch, but they're only worth 35 apiece. Are any of these recipes expensive to sell? Chocolate cake. Actually, yeah, I could make a chocolate cake. That's 200. What else do I probably have lots of? Potatoes and oil. I could make a few of these guys. That'd be 3. Oh, that makes 4 at a time. Oh! No, I just shift-clicked it. Okay. I just need one more recipe. Actually, 1 fried egg will do it now, I think. So I think if I ship these guys, we will be done. So hopefully I counted correctly. And that'll finish that off. And we'll say greater chances to find ladders. Also, do I see some strawberries? I do. Right, which reminds me that I want to go to Pierre's and purchase some garlic seeds today. I had oil on the bar, and somehow it got stacked somewhere already. No, I consumed it by making some hash browns or something. Oops. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I want to buy some garlic seeds, I just decided. We're going to look and see if there's any more roe, because I have some preserve jars that are ready to go, but for whatever reason, my fish are not producing a whole lot. Here we go. Here's some row your boat. And looks like I got some more carrots that are ready to go. So I'll harvest these guys up, why not? And it looks like I'm growing some... Oh, garlic. Guess what? Problem solved. Okay, I don't need to go get garlic seeds because they're already coming in for me. Fantastic. In that case, I might be able to go ahead and get that thing done. Oil of garlic. Because, yeah, I didn't want to use up all of my garlic, and it seemed like I had 10, but now I believe if I take all the garlic I have in here, that's already 7, and I had more than 3 left in the fridge. And if I also grab some oil, so I have 7, 8, 9, 10. Oil, did I consume all of the oil? Making other things? No. There we go. Then I should be able to craft oil of garlic and get that one out of... Oh, and that has a side effect. Drink this and weaker monsters will avoid you. That's interesting. Alright. Monster repulsion or whatever. Okay, but I just collected a bunch of roe. Let's actually get our preserve jars preserving. Great. And then I guess I don't need to go into town to Pierre's to get that going, and so... yeah, in that case, I do want to check out the perfection numbers. So let's take a little waltz over to Mr. Key's room and see what he has to say about this. And I still want to go after the ostrich egg, so maybe tomorrow we'll do another dive into the Ginger Island volcano and see if perhaps we can get lucky with that. It should ideally be a lucky day, though. And I feel like last time I was at like 61% perfection overall or something. Now it's at 66, so we have made some progress. Right, there's still another obelisk to buy, and I'm close to having the money for it. And I could easily get the money for it, because I have a lot of things stored up to sell. Crafting recipes, okay, we're up to 83%. And so... which of these are worth... like, we're only at 66% complete. But looking at this list, this is almost done, this is almost done. This one's probably worth something, this one's probably worth... right, this one's probably worth a bit. But, like, where's the other... there's another 34%? Somehow these little remaining things count as 34%? I think I actually need to go look on the wiki and discover where is the bulk of the 34% that I'm missing for perfection coming from, because I don't want to focus my efforts in the wrong area. So I'm going to go look that up. Okay, I'm glad I decided to go take a look at that. Golden Clock is worth 10%. That one costs 10 million gold. I think I'll be able to do that, but that one is actually quite a lot. Monster Slayer Hero is also 10%. And Found All Star Drops is 10%. And one of the Star Drops can only be gotten normally by getting married. And I don't want to do that in this playthrough. And so I think you can also cheat it in with debug item 0434 Star Drop. There we go. There's a Star Drop in my inventory, and if I use it, I just have to select it. Okay, great. So I cheated in a Star Drop. That was my marriage Star Drop. Your mind is filled with thoughts of cookies. Your maximum energy level has increased. Great. And then I can go buy the other one from the dwarf now, and because that was 10% finding all Star Drops. And so, yeah, that's like a significant percentage towards getting to perfection. And so I'm totally willing to cheat that in order to do that. Okay, great. And yeah, so then in terms of monster quests, I still need to kill like a bunch of Pepper Rexes, which means we have to go into the Skull Caverns. And I also have to kill... what was the other thing I need to kill still? More serpents, maybe? Let's actually go take a peek at that really quick, because I don't remember. And so that would be over at Gills and Marlin's, the Adventurers Guild. I can't help myself. I gotta pick up the forageables. Because that's a much more active thing that'll keep us busy, and I need to go try to get the ostrich egg, which is a more active thing that'll keep us busy for more interesting content to watch. So, Pepper Rex and serpents. I see, I'm still short a few serpents, but mostly it's the Pepper Rexes that I have to kill. So this is all Skull Cavern stuff, and then I have to go back into the volcano to try to get an ostrich egg to get some more shipping items and things related to that. Okay. So I feel like I have a better sense of where I currently stand. Now I have a reason to go purchase the final star drop from Krobus. So let's actually go buy it from him. And then I believe I will have all 7 star drops. Actually, I believe I'll be able to tell. It says I have 4 star drops. Uh-oh. Where are the other star drops? Were there some star drops at festivals that I, like, failed to win? Thought I won, like, the Egg Festival. I don't think you get a star drop from, like, dancing at the spring dance or anything. But let's purchase this one, and just make sure that it went up to 5. Alright, you found a star drop. Great. And if I go in here, it now says 5. But that suggests that there's 2 star drops I'm still missing. I'll have to think about that. In the meantime, how do I want to spend the day? Probably trying to find Pepper Rexes. It's kind of late in the day to get started. Is there anything else useful I can really do? After thinking about it, here's what I decided I'm going to do. I'm going to go to bed early. And... okay, we did finish off Key's cooking quest. And then it's about to be Monday, I was going to say, and then I'm going to hop immediately into the desert and try to go kill some Pepper Rexes, but I forgot about the fact that it's Monday, which means there's 2 important boards that I actually want to take a look at. In terms of the weekly quests at Keys and elsewhere. And so, let's at least go take a look at those to start things off. The bait is going to drop in here. I left my fishing rod in there with the intention that I was going to go immediately to the desert, which now I'm not. So yeah, let's go look. Keys quest board is the most important, and I'll probably want to be running around doing something today regardless. So let's go look at all the butterflies. Wander over here. And check out what the weekly quest is over here. I wonder if mini obelisks work on this farm as well. Or if they only work on the main farm. I haven't even crafted a mini obelisk. I do have the recipe now to demonstrate, but it's kind of like a little mini teleporter thing. Keys Hungry Challenge. Make it to level 100 in Skull Cavern. However, you can't eat or drink anything while there. I could craft... like 100 staircases, and that would make it easy to do. And while there, could you eat a lucky thingy before you hop in? Probably, but then if you can't eat or drink anything, you can't recover health unless I had, like, vampirism, which I don't remember if I have it on the sword right now. I should actually take a look at that. But the alternative is Junimo Cart, which I'm definitely not doing, so we're accepting this quest. Okay, so that just doubles down on this. And I have Crusader, not Vampirism right now. So I probably will want to craft a bunch of staircases. Alright. I think I won't do that today, but one of these days. It's going to take multiple runs to kill a bunch of Pepper Rexes, but one of these days we'll bring a bunch of staircases and try to get through level 100 without eating or drinking anything. Now I want to go check out what's on the big board in town, because it also could be useful to me. So let's pop over to town and see what's on the big board there. But then I think I will go into the Skull Caverns and try to kill some Pepper Rexes today. But now I feel like I've got a little bit more of a sketch of an outline of what I want to do with the rest of the playthrough as kind of like a final goal state to achieve quote-unquote perfection. So, over here, gifts from George. A dozen leeks would do the trick. I just saw a leek. This would be easy to do, and I don't think I've done it before. And fishing, this would also be easy to do. This one's more fun. So I'm going to do this one. And I will definitely pick up that one leek that I found already. That was right by the bus stop. And yeah, I could spend little bits of time over the next few days getting a dozen leeks this spring. That will not be a problem. And so that should go in my journal. Yeah, 1 of 12. Place them in her kitchen when it's all done. Okay, great. So I'll just store away the leeks here. Here. There we go. Okay, but let's go try to kill some pepper rex. I took the wrong teleporter. That's my bad. Fortunately, it's not a big deal. Just like that, we're back at the farm. Okay, this is the teleporter to the desert. Da-da-da-da! Okay. Pepper Rexes. And a few serpents. But mostly the Pepper Rexes. Okay. And yes, I do want to get as deep as possible, as fast as possible. And whenever I first need some food, I should eat a spicy eel so that we get some extra luck bonus. I crafted some bombs to help us out while we're here. And we have the thing that helps us find extra diamonds, which is very convenient. There we go. Here's a way down. This floor is bad. So let's hope we get super lucky, and we have. Yeah, today must be a really good luck day, it feels like. Because I feel like I'm having lots of luck already in terms of finding stairs. I should just run to the end of this. I don't need to mine all these things. There will be a staircase at the exit. And also more coal. Huzzah. And I guess the infested, monster-ridden floor that has a bunch of pepper rexes is our best chance to kill a bunch of those guys. But in the meantime, we can encounter just other floors where they will occasionally spawn. I'll grab some of this stuff. It could be good. Eventually it's going to be good because I'll end up selling a bunch of things at some point when I'm trying to get all the money to acquire the golden clock, which costs $10 million. Which is a ridiculous amount of money. But we're also have a ridiculous amount of farming going on, so it probably evens out. There's a way down. So yeah, my usual kind of thing is get to at least level 30 before you kind of like stop to do anything else interesting. Because it's kind of like after level 30 or so where the payoffs start really making it big. Here in this place. And I would prefer this not to be on the bar so I don't accidentally consume it. And I prefer to have that right next to the sword on the bar so I can eat it in emergency. Pepper X! Just who I wanted to see. Alright, there's one more down. Every Pepper X counts. I forgot how many I needed to kill. I think I'd like killed 13 and needed to kill 50. So that implies there's another 30 of them or something that I need to kill. So unless we find one of those infested floors that has a bunch of dinosaurs on it, that will probably take a lot of runs through this place, but that's fine. And yeah, I think I've not managed to take any damage yet. I guess I'll take some damage right here. So we fall a few levels. But a relatively trivial amount. So maybe this, why do I have 2 different stacks of bombs? I'm not really sure. No, I don't. What was I saying? Oh yeah, doing 100 floors without eating anything, like, seems a bit more viable to me all of a sudden. And I'm not sure if it's the upgraded Galaxy Sword that's making things feel like they're going so well, or something else. Took some bomb damage there, but actually very little. Do the star drops increase your health? I thought they only increased your energy. I have had a couple of star drops. That guy has a heart inside of him. And he dropped hearts. How did that happen? Do I have a thingy that I forgot about? Magic quiver? No. Can slimes just have hearts inside? And the hearts heal you? Is that a thing? Have I seen that before? This guy has a heart inside too. Look at that. And it definitely healed me. It's got the little green numbers. And the sound effect of, like, healing you. Huh. Alright. I'm honestly kind of surprised and not sure what to make of that. Maybe I have seen it before and I didn't remember. But we're getting super duper staircase luck. Like, I feel like, oh, I know why I'm getting staircase luck. It's because I have the staircase. But okay, so Statue of the Dwarf King is going to be the carry in terms of like getting to level 100 without eating anything. Because when you have that daily bonus, it's actually like super, super good. And I did not realize it. Okay. Lesson learned. Definitely try to do this on a day where you have the Statue of the Dwarf King who gives you extra staircase chances. Because that is perhaps the most important thing. Let's see, I'm only to level 17. We haven't found many holes, even if we found... Oh, well, here's another hole. A number of staircases, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get to level 100 today by any stretch, but it's good to know that that'll be a very useful future strategy. Alright. So let's get back to killing bad guys and hopefully finding some more Pepper Rexes. There's another stairway. And I will mine these things, because why not? There's a hole. Fantastic. And now we're finally at level 30. And so now I'll probably start getting some good drops. And yeah, I really don't know what's up with the hearts inside the purple slimes. Maybe it's something related to this ongoing quest. You can't eat or drink anything while you're there. Maybe while this quest is going, you get hearts, and that's to, like, help make up for the fact that the quest is so difficult. It's a possibility. You fell 3 levels. Ouch. Okay. Don't let hubris overcome. That's a bad guy. But I do like iridium. But yeah, all these big purple slimes have hearts. That's gotta be what it is. It's gotta be part of this quest. And that's the reason I've never seen it before. That is my new assessment of what's going on. And I should have killed the other guy because I could still use more hearts. Okay. And not every purple slime has hearts inside, because that one did not. Okay. Gets more and more interesting. There's some crab cakes. If I were to eat them, I would nullify any chance of getting... I'm only at level 35. I don't need to eat the crab cakes right now, but let's have them on me in case I want them later. But yeah, there's a tiny chance that if we get a run of luck... I'm not wearing my lucky ring. Eventually I'd like to combine it with another ring. There's a ring I haven't gotten yet that I think is just a random monster drop that I'd like to combine the lucky ring with, ideally. But first we'd have to get lucky enough to get the drop. But yeah, still no Pepper Rexes, and luck, I feel like getting the monster-infected levels might be something that happens with bad luck. And so we might be less likely, if today's a lucky day, of actually finding all the Pepper Rexes that I really want to get. So yeah, I'm not sure a good way to do that. But for now, we're getting resources, which can be sold or used in some of the more advanced crafting recipes that I still have not made. And so these things will be valuable in the long run. And we're also just getting some practice here in the Skull Caverns to finish off the things that we're going to need for our quests. So it's all good. There's a way down, thank you. And I don't know if the Pepper Rexes, there's a chance that also, like, the deeper you go, the more likely you might be able to run into those dinosaur monsters. So that's another possible thing that might help me. Alright, but if I were a staircase in this floor, where would I be? Not underneath any of these rocks, apparently. Is there a visible staircase at the bottom? Yeah, there is. Kind of felt that way. Alright, here's some more hearts. So let's grab those. Thank you. And so this one doesn't have hearts inside, but still does explode into a bunch of little purple slimes, who are actually causing me a bunch of damage. So let's maybe not do that. And all of a sudden, I hear noise outside. Did it just start raining? Yes, it just started raining very hard. I'm not sure if the microphone's going to pick that up. But there's a lot of rain sounds. Let's throw down a bomb over there. And we were not lucky enough to get a staircase there. But yeah, even all the stone I'm collecting, yeah, I could use for crafting staircases. How much stone have I collected already today? 279. Oh, that's only like 3 staircases worth. I have a bunch of jade saved up, probably. I think you can only trade for staircases for jade on Sunday with the desert trader, though. These are some nice items that I would prefer to have rather than some of these less nice items. So let's pick those items up, so I will have them in the future. Health is down to half, and it seems unlikely that I'm going to get to level 100 on this run. Yeah, extremely unlikely. So if I get in any more health danger, we'll just go ahead and start eating something. But in the meantime, let's continue to try to collect some good resources. At least ones that fit in our inventory. And yeah, I'll have to decide if I need to try to re-enchant the sword to be vampiric or something. I think probably not. I feel like with a combination of staircases crafted, staircase luck from the dwarf statue, and like a daily luck buff, and planning to use the entire day, like, I could probably totally do this. Okay, health's getting very low. Any purple slimes want to help me out? Perchance. Oh, hey, here's some things I would like. I'm at 461. There's still a tiny chance that I might be able to pull this off. This is speed boost for 6 seconds. That's pretty nice. I want to throw something out. I don't know what. Quartz. There we go. And I guess I'll throw out the cave carrots too, because I prefer to have the mystery box. And we're going to stick with this for a little while longer, just in case I can somehow get super lucky and kill a couple of guys who give me hearts back. And then manage to get to 100 through a couple of well-timed falling through holes. Speaking of the devil, oh, my health is really low now, though. So unless there's a purple slime here, I think we have to eat something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat something. Okay, let's eat the crab cakes, which will kill this run. Right? So if I do this, so it's really quick. Right now, Key's Hungry Challenge shows me at 69 of 100, but if I eat something... Oh, unsuitable location. I can't just eat it. I literally cannot eat while I'm in here. So this is going to impede my ability to do the Pepper X challenge. Because I can't eat even if I wanted to. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I don't want to die in here because I'm holding 422,000 money. So I choose to just warp home. We learned a bunch of things about what we're going to be doing this week. And now I know. Okay. That's fine. And yeah, I can craft a lot of staircases. I can totally make that happen. on some future day this week. But we'll definitely want to make sure we get this greater chance to find ladders and shafts buff on the day we choose to go in. And then I think I could eat something like one of these things before we go in, and it would still be acceptable. And it's just once we're inside that we can't eat anything. So I could like eat this, drink this, I'd be running around super fast, and then yeah, I've got plenty of bombs. Yeah, I totally think this is going to be a doable thing to do. Okay, great. Feeling good about that. This I would like to store in here. These cost nothing, so I'll just go ahead and ship them. This I'm going to store in here. And is there anything else I need to do today? I guess let's harvest some fish roe and mushrooms and get those things going. But I'm not going to worry about harvesting any plants until the beginning of the next episode. And then we'll just try to do it like the first day of each episode. I'll do run around the farm doing some harvesting and then ignore it for the next couple of days, because ancient fruits I think only grow once every 3 days. I might be misremembering, but that sounds about right. And that way we'll still be kind of collecting all of our ancient fruits. Why am I not able to... There we go. Reach that thing. I finally got it. Okay, but we got a lot of roe today, which is good, because I have a lot of reserve stars that are aching to be preserved. And these garlics are done, which means I can replace the garlics. Okay, I feel better about kind of my big picture in terms of where this series is headed. And yeah, I definitely think this key challenge is going to make the next episode pretty interesting. So look forward to that. Oh my gosh, so much roe. We're going to make so much money off of this once I eventually decide to sell it. But yeah, I feel like my money is going to creep up, and once it creeps up to 500,000, I will buy the final obelisk, and then I'll be carrying around the least amount of money that I've carried in a while. What do you guys need? Could you bring us a mussel? Yes. I could definitely do that. They live right here. Have a mussel. Crazy eels. Good stuff. Alright, they're very happy. Nothing like making the various fish monsters and eels on your farm happy. If it's some kind of crazy animal that has no reason to be talking to me in the first place, and that just ensures that I'm going to want to make it happy. Okay, I am out of inventory space in here. Sweet gemberry, I guess I had you in here because you're fall. But I prefer to stack you elsewhere. And sap I have moved over here because it didn't go in here. I'm going to throw the sweet gemberry in here as well. And then I can keep the extra roe on me because tomorrow we'll probably be able to preserve some more of it. And here is the place that I'm eventually going to ship a bunch of stuff once I want money once again. Okay. Great. Okay, today's episode was a little bit different than a bunch of previous episodes. But I needed that kind of reset to get me back on track with what I want to do with the rest of the series. So I am going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day. How about you, kitty cat? Are you having a great day? Kitty says, yes, I get to sleep by a fish tank. And I will see you again soon for more Stardew Valley, where we work our way towards perfection. In air quotes. For now, bye-bye.